Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi.
We have energy.
We do.
It's gone. Yeah, so good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Young life, we have energy. We're not like that. Yes. So as mentioned, I'm called Stella Atukilonje. By the grace of God, I'm working as a general director for Young Life in Northern Uganda. And I'm also working as a spiritual director for Young Life Africa East Division in a caretaking position. I'm glad to be here. I met Young Life in a very funny way. I was at college. At college, they sell handouts, notes in front of the class. I went to a lecture room and put my bag on the table, on the chair, as I removed money to go and buy a handout. By the time I came back, my bag was not there.
Oh dear.
There was a thief in the lecture room, I didn't know. He thought as I removed the money, there was more money in the bag. And then that was the only money I had. So my bag was gone, all my books and my small phone, the button phone, everything was gone. That was the day I think I ran mad. I was supposed to go for examinations, timetable was out, all my notes were gone. I didn't know what to do. There was a forest in the neighborhood of the university where thugs live. I had to go into that forest to look for my notes.
Oh dear.
Because I knew that thief would take the phone, and because there was no money, I would drop my notes anywhere. So I went into the forest to look for my notes. I moved everywhere. I couldn't get my notes. I came back and started confused, crying. And one of my classmates came, I'm like, Stella, cheer up. I'm like, how do I cheer up when I'm going to fail my examinations? It's like, no, I'll do something for you. I'm like, are you sure what are you going to do? He says, please, I'm going to do something. I'm like, what are you going to do? He told me, okay, fine. I'm going to mobilize the class to contribute money and photocopy for you notes. I'm like, are you sure? I said, yes. 2 days, he went around, told the class my problem, they contributed money, photocopied for me notes and gave me. I sat for my papers, I passed.
That's good.
All the papers. And then before I could go home, he came and told me, Stella, you bear the qualities of a young life leader. I told him, what is young life? What is young life? He told me young life is a ministry that lost teenagers with the word of God. We believe that a child who knows God, who knows Jesus, will live a transformed life. I'm like, okay, I'll have to learn more. And then I went home. Because my phone was stolen, we lost contact. After 2 years, James still looked for me and told me, Stella, there's a young life camp. So I had to travel for 2 days to reach the campsite. And after college, I went home. I had a baby, a 4-month-old baby. I had to travel from my area to the city for 10 hours. The next day, another bus, 4 hours to the campsite. Reaching the campsite, I went on a border on a bike from the town to the campsite. I got a brass band moving out of the gate. The traffic police leading the brass band. I knew the brass band was going to town for an occasion because I've never gone to Young Life camp. And in my place, a brass band receives dignitaries. It goes for big functions. So I knew the brass band was going to town. So we came and stopped at the gate. Just as we stopped, I saw a group of like 5-6 boys came around me, like picking everything from my hand while I was still on the bike. Removing my bags, removing the baby, everything from my hands. I remained confused. I was just confused. I was like, what's happening? Then they're like, you already come. Then I heard a noise. Stella's come, Arua's come, that's welcome, Stella. Arua has arrived. I'm like, what's happening? All of a sudden, I saw the brass band turning back and going. I'm like, has this brass band come to receive me? Oh. My question was, who am I?
Yes.
Who am I to be ushered in by a brass band? This poor little girl, village woman, like that. I'm like, really, who am I to deserve this kind of welcome? The way the love shown for me alone was something I've never experienced before.
Wow.
Then I recalled what this leader did to me at college, the love he showed me when I lost my books, the same love I'm experiencing. I was surprised. But my question was, who am I to be received in such a manner? I didn't really expect it. Throughout the camp, I was just puzzled. I saw kids seated down on the floor. I'm like, what kind of humility is this? That is the humility Jesus exhibited
Yes.
by coming down and dying on the cross. And yet he's he's God. He's the King of Kings. But all I experienced during the camp, I'm like, God, what is this? Then I asked that leader, like, James, why did you hide this thing all this while from me? I must take this young life to my region. So I went back my 2 days journey. After seeing kids give their life to Jesus, I'm like, my kids back home deserve Jesus. So I must take this gospel back home. I went home and prayed. I'm like, God, I was told in young life, boys reach boys, girls reach girls. How do I do this? I'm now a girl, I'm a woman, I'm alone. I prayed, God, show me somebody. After like 1 week's prayer, I got a voice. I've never received a voice speak to me. I just got a voice saying, why don't you try Eric? There was a guy called Eric in my neighborhood. I'm like, God, is it you speaking? The voice kept on coming again and again. Why don't you try Eric? So I went to Eric, told Eric about young life. He's like, what is young life? I told him, okay, do ABCD, what called contact work. Get 10 kids, I'm getting 10 kids. Let's go to what called a young life camp. Then we go and see. Because we don't know the other things about young life. Let's go and see. So he got his 10, I got my 10. We went for a young life camp. It was amazing. Out of the 10 we took, mine 7 gave their life to Jesus. Out of his 8 gave their lives to Jesus.
Awesome.
So we were really amazed. We came back and called the office, come and train us. We have to begin young life. So office came and trained us. We went out with these leaders, did contact work. We ran clubs. Amazing. The first camp, we hosted 242 kids. It was amazing. And out of them, 180 gave their life to Jesus. It was amazing. So we went back the second camp, we hosted 350 kids. The third camp, we hosted 470 kids. So we're like, God is doing an amazing work. So I was a teacher by profession in a high school. I began my first club in a school called Ara Public Secondary School. As I talk now, as Northern Uganda alone have 244 clubs.
Wow.
I asked myself, just last week I sat down looking at my data, I'm like, how did I do this? From one club to 244 clubs, how did I manage to do this? If not for God. If not for God, it's just God. I had this experience in a camp. It was, I think, the fourth camp. I had to speak in the camp. There was nobody who could speak in the camp. Like, God, I'm going to speak. But God, I don't know how to speak in a camp. I even don't know anything. I took 3 days of prayer and fasting. I said, God, I'm going to speak in this camp. I don't know how to speak in a camp. Because I'm very far from the head office. I spoke in a camp of 350 kids. On the last day, I talked about the love of God. That God welcomes you the way you are. After speaking, I asked the kids, is there anybody who wants to begin a new journey with Jesus? Jesus receives you the way you are, regardless of your sin. If you are there, put your hand up. The whole room put their hand up. I thought it was a lie. I'm like, they didn't get me well. I told them, if there's anybody who wants to give his life to Jesus, please you stand where you are. The whole room stood up. I'm like, is this real? I don't think it is real. I'm like, okay, if you want to begin a journey with Jesus, can you walk forward to the stage? Everybody walked forward. That was really amazing. A camp of 350, everybody gave their lives to Jesus. It was amazing. Now, the funny bit of it, after the camp, there was a girl called Gloria. Gloria was a troublesome girl. Gloria went home after camp. She used not sleep in the house. She's always out of the house. She dropped out of school. Gloria goes home. She began doing any work at home. The mother was surprised, asked the father, what's happened to Gloria? The father is like, I even don't you know. They discussed this in the evening. That night, Gloria slept in the house. She never went out. The next day, Gloria's father began looking for young life leaders. What have they done to our daughter? So they began looking for the leaders. The leader says, I'm not going there. Why are they looking for us? She called the area director. Jackson comes to the girl's father. The father asked Jackson, what did you do to my daughter? He was scared. Like, what did you do to your daughter? And the question is, what did you do to my daughter? My daughter went for a camp. She came back. She has changed completely. She has not gone out of the house again. She has become so obedient. She's doing everything at home. What did you do to my daughter? Oh, is that the good news? That, yeah, that is it. What did you do? Gloria, come here. Gloria comes and said, I went to camp. I met love that I'd never met before. I met Jesus, that he loves me. I want to begin a new journey with Jesus. So that testimony alone has with Gloria's father. Up to now, Gloria has become an agent for young life in that community because of the transformation that the daughter got from camp. So we are very grateful to God. So my region is not an exception. I have over 244 clubs. We have the eastern region, we have the southern region. All Uganda has over 700 plus clubs. We have 6,700 volunteer leaders who have known 568 kids by name. And we have over 42,000 kids who are attending campaigner sessions. So God is doing an amazing work in young life in Uganda. In Africa as a whole, there's a wave that we need to reach the next kid, because many of them are ready to hear from us, are ready to go to camp, and we have to reach to them with the agents because they need us. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening.